Princess Diana's astrologer reveals she saw the US in Prince Harry's stars when he was 6. Princess Diana was thrilled when she looked at Prince Harry's astrological chart and picked up on a future connection with America. Her son was only 6 at the time, decades before he met Californian Meghan Markle, but astrologer Debbie Frank says her royal client was convinced her son was destined to have a significant link to the US. In an exclusive interview, Debbie has told how Diana, who became her friend and confidant, thought Harry could have made a fantastic king but worried about how the naughty, mischievous prince would conform to real life. Debbie told us, Diana would be so proud of the man Harry has become and of his relationship with Meghan. She loved looking at Harry's and William's charts. The boys made her happiest in her life. I remember meeting Harry one day at Kensington Palace. He was dressed as a policeman and playing with William. Harry was 6. It was around the same time we saw America in his chart and Diana was thrilled with the link. We had no idea back then that he would be marrying Meghan. We thought he could be going to the US to university. Diana was so happy. She thought it may be Harvard. Diana felt the US was somewhere her boys could have fun when they got older, as it appealed to their sense of adventure. Debbie added, she told me how they had been to California and stayed in Goldie Hawn's house. The boys loved it, they were happy there, but Diana found the US too much as they fawned over her all the time. I remember her saying, I want the boys to be worldlier and know about life beyond this country. She loved what America brought out in the boys because it was so modern and different. Because of their love for America, it became one of their favorite places. Astrologer to the stars Debbie worked with Diana from 1989 up until her death in 1997 and says they often discussed the futures of the princes during phone calls and meetings in London restaurants. Debbie recalled, Diana would always have a giggle and a glint in her eye when she talked about Harry. She would say he was the naughty, mischievous, impish one with a fantastic sense of humor. She would be rueful about him and what was going to happen for Harry, and she knew he had all this energy and it was going to be hard for him to conform to real life. She said he was a handful. It amused her and she adored him. She enjoyed the fact he was able to break the rules even if she couldn't. William was much more serious and very sensitive. Debbie said Harry and Diana liked being normal together, whether it was a visit to Wales on the train or going to Thorpe Park theme park in Surrey. She added, being with normal folk and doing normal things was their perfect day out. On one of the last times we spoke over the phone, she said, I hope Harry will do things his own way and be able to be out of the shadow of William. By proposing to Meghan he has done that. One time she said to me that Harry would make a fantastic king because he was less anxious than William. She said it would suit him because he is quite immediate, more direct with people. He was only 8 years old then. Diana asked Debbie to read the charts of both boys within the first year that they met. The astrologer said, William is so similar to her in the way they connect to people. Diana and Harry were both overtly affectionate. She kept checking to see if they were handling the divorce from Charles well. She would say that if Harry had his favorite activities to keep him busy he would be fine. At 33, Harry now has a wedding to plan with his 36-year-old fiancée. Their big day is at St. George's Chapel in Windsor Castle on May 19 next year, a Saturday. Considering royal weddings usually take place midweek, Debbie believes Diana would have been thrilled that her youngest son is bucking tradition. She said, Diana would think it's a great choice to have it at such a lower-key venue as Windsor Castle. She'd think it just right for them and be proud that Harry is doing things his own way. The fact it's on a Saturday is great. It's him putting his stamp on things, as Diana would have loved. Diana was fed up with the royal family and their traditional mindset. She'd have thought marrying Meghan to be a great idea. She'd be so happy that he was getting to marry the person